This video is going to make you a professional in creating books for publishing. I'm going to break down everything step by step, but I'm going to make you guys understand every single detail, how you can leverage this artificial intelligence revolution to be able to build a solid business creating and publishing books on Kindle. Everything I'm going to be explaining to you in this video is 100% real, and I'm going to be explaining and giving details why you should use AI and how you can use this AI so that it does not give you bad results or you don't get banned on all of these platforms. Artificial intelligence is a powerful tool, but if you don't know how to use it rightly, it's going to mess you up. And that's why in this tutorial, we're going to be using 3 powerful tools: Midjourney, ChatGPT, and Canva. I've chosen the best tools that are super easy because they are super popular and they're very easy to use. So guys, follow me through this tutorial step by step as I'm going to be showing you everything in detail. Midjourney is an AI tool that creates powerful images from text. All you need to do is give the right prompts and it's going to generate you amazing designs. Canva is a very popular design tool that helps create from social media designs, logos, and so many other things. In our case here, it's going to create our ebook. So we're going to use Canva to put together our interior pages, create our PDF, which we're going to use for publishing. Another thing I want you to know about Kindle Direct Publishing and general publishing is that these platforms are crowded. With Kindle Direct Publishing, if you search for some keywords, you get 60,000, 120,000, and even 300,000. This doesn't mean that these 300,000 people or these 6,000 people are active on the platform. Some of them have created these books and abandoned them, and the only way you can actually outsource this platform and make a lot of money if you know how to choose the right topic. So if you know how to choose the right keywords or the right topics to create ebooks with, you're going to make so much money. And knowing that Kindle is also a platform that some books you create are seasonal. We're in the Easter season, sometimes we're in the Christmas season, sometimes we're in the winter. All of this is going to help you to create best books if you understand them so well. So more on that in the video. After listening to all this, I think that we are in the right position to start creating our coloring books or creating our low content books. And the first platform we're going to be using is ChatGPT. Now instead of ChatGPT, we're going to ask ChatGPT some few questions, putting in the place of a designer for it to give us design ideas to generate prompts. So I'm just going to go ahead and paste this prompt here, asking ChatGPT, can you list the key elements found in the Christmas coloring book? Definitely, this Christmas coloring book, we're going to be generating the key elements that you need to see in the coloring book is very important. You don't just need to go generate any kind of design or any kind of images, making sure that you touch every single point that has to do with Christmas. So if I click on enter here, ChatGPT is going to do its job and generate us the list of the key elements that can be found in a coloring book. So right now, ChatGPT has given us up to 15 different elements that we need to put into our coloring book, and it's very important that with these 15 elements, make sure you use at least 10 in the whole coloring book. Let's say the coloring book has at least 14 pages, or let's say the coloring book we're going to create has 14 pages. Make sure you use at least 10 of these elements in that book to make sure that the book is kind of creative and goes loud. So with these key elements here, I'm going to be asking ChatGPT the next prompt here. So I'm just going to say, using these key elements, generate creative generic design ideas. Look at what I've written. Using these elements, generate creative generic ideas with detailed description for a Christmas coloring book for kids. So enter, and ChatGPT is going to go ahead now and describe how we should make our designs for different pages and possible ideas that we can use. And it's very important that you use this word generic so that it actually doesn't just give us your standard images, like maybe an image of Santa Claus or maybe an image of a Christmas tree, but it gives us a scene, maybe kind of Santa giving children gifts or any kind of thing. Let's just see what ChatGPT has to do for us here. And as you can see, ChatGPT is giving us Santa workshop, snow forest, ginger village. So it is giving us the different scenes and it's going to describe how the coloring page for or that interior page can look like to explain the scene. So let's see what ChatGPT has done for us. And if you read through it, which I'm going to not go through everything here because it's so much, I'm going to be taking now you right into Midjourney for us to start using these prompts, and I'm going to be showing you some secret tips that you need to add to spice up to be able to get the right results. In the previous section, I made mention of coloring books, but it's important to know that you need to apply this knowledge to any form of low content book you are creating. You ask about the elements that must be found in this low content book, making sure that anytime you create this low content book, you're going to touch all these parts and all these key elements or these key points that have to be mentioned in that book. Now we're getting to the crux of the matter. I'm going to be showing you how to generate 4 types of prompts inside of Midjourney. The first type of prompts are going to be generic prompts, and these kind of prompts are very powerful as they produce unique images of scenes or activities. And the next type of prompts that I'm going to be showing you here is the prompt to generate coloring books for kids. I know a lot of people are into coloring books for kids, and definitely I'm going to be showing you the kind of keywords that you need to put into your prompts to get the best out of these coloring books so that they look so nice. And the fourth type of prompt, the third type of prompts is going to be for adults, unlike for kids. I'm also going to show you the little changes that you need to tweak to be able to get these results. And also finally, I'm going to be combining all these different type of prompts just for you to understand the system of Midjourney and how it works. So I'm going to be straight to the point, and I'm not going to waste your time. Pay attention. So for those who are new into Midjourney, go to midjourney.com. I'm going to link it in the description, and if you don't actually see the link, I can just give it to you. Just drop a comment, and once you are on this very page here, this is where you're going to learn. Go ahead and click join the beta. So once you click on join the beta, they're going to give you this invite to join the Midjourney Discord. So what you need to do is just accept the invite. Now it's going to show you this dashboard. It's kind of confusing when you are getting in for the first time, but all you need to do for you to start sending in your prompts is to go to the new corners room. So once you go to the new corners room, we are going to see different new corners room here. I'm going to take new corners room 102. The first of prompts that I'm going to be sharing with you here is a generic prompt, has to do with the prompts we generated from ChatGPT. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you by example here. If I just click on Ctrl V, we see this prompt is a family gathering. So it's like kind of a scene. If you read through, a heartwarming scene of a family gathered around a roaring fireplace with stocking hung by the so that actually described what the scene looks like. So I'm going to put it here. You can check it out. It's going to be in the description. And what I have actually added on this scene, this is a superpower of Midjourney. No color outline, black line outline, no background. Then you see this Q05. It actually helps to tell Midjourney that it should spend little time on the quality, because we just want something for a coloring book. So guys, if I go ahead and enter this prompt right now, we are going to see that it's going to generate a very nice looking coloring book, because I've added this line to it. If you just go ahead and copy from ChatGPT and paste here, you're going to have rubbish, and Midjourney is going to give you rubbish. So that's just it. You need to make sure that you add this line to it, and definitely I'm going to show you now what it looks like. As you can see now, this is the same prompt here. We have actually just ran the prompt, and you can see the images are looking so good. So I believe that the first, the second, and the fourth image is a very good coloring book image that you can actually upscale. You can actually produce multiple variations of it, and it's going to be so good. And another thing that you can do is just add the cartoon keyword to it. So you can add the cartoon keyword to this at the beginning of it. I'm going to tell you more about the cartoon keyword when we're talking about the coloring books for kids. Another thing that you can change from here is this black outline only. You can take this off because the outline is very thick like this because of this statement. Remember, this is where ChatGPT has a role and it simplifies you everything, because if you don't have ChatGPT to be able to have this kind of things, it's going to be so complex. So guys, getting those prompts from ChatGPT and giving it directly to Midjourney is not going to help you. Add this line to it. I'm going to show you now the next prompt. Best prompts which I'm going to share with you now to be able to create coloring books for kids is using this particular keyword. So in this case here, look at the prompts we have given. Cartoon car, no color outline, black line outline only, no background. And then our main point of focus here is this keyword cartoon. And I've already spoken to you about no color, no outline. These are just different prompts to actually picture how an interior page should look like. It should be having all these features. But creating coloring books for kids, it needs to have a different social way that there's enough space for the kid to be able to color that book. That's why I found this prompt here using cartoon. So we are trying to create cartoon images, but it should not have a color, it should not have it should have an outline, then it should have black line out. So that's just the key about it. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit this prompt now for you to see what it's going to look like. So it's going to be a lifesaver, and you're going to apply this to any niche of creating activities book or workbooks or any kind of interior pages that need you to have designs. So looking at the output from these prompts here, as you can see, images that it has generated is, for me, is so powerful, and it's very good, because what you need to do, in my own case, if I had to use this here, this the images on the left hand side on this are already good for the coloring book for kids. And what I can do on the other side is using a background remover to be able to take off this kind of ash color and something that is there. But another option that you can do, Midjourney solves that problem by giving multiple variations. So one thing I could do here is just to take V1, and V1 actually gives us multiple variations of the first image. As you can see, the first image is the exact description of what I had in my mind when I was giving this prompt. So guys, definitely this keyword is a game changer. Try it and make sure that you understand how to do it, because I know many people are interested in creating coloring books for kids. Guys, this is going to save you a lot. So if you at this point you're enjoying this video, give me like. This prompt I'm about to share with you now is going to help you differentiate between the importance of that keyword. We can actually differentiate the coloring book for kids and what I'm going to show you now, coloring books for adults, like kind of more complex kind of coloring book. So I'm just going to go and give in this prompt here. I'm going to paste this here, and if you look at it, I've written cartoon dog, style of coloring book, vector lines. I've actually changed the vector lines. I've actually changed the outlines in the previous to vector lines, black and white. So what we're going to see here is the keyword here is dog. We want to produce an image of a dog. This is not a scenario image, this is just a single image of a dog, and we're putting the cartoon here so that it produces a cartoon like image of a dog, and then we have style of coloring book. I'm just going to go ahead and hit enter now to send this prompt. So looking at what it has to produce, cartoon dog, style of coloring book, vector lines, you see that this is the output today. If you can look at it closely, this is the output. We see that we have images here that are very good for coloring book for kids, especially the second image. I'll recommend this image because it has enough space for the kid to be able to color. Or this third image is completely out of space, and that's how sometimes it happens when you're giving these prompts. But I think that we have the first image and the second image, even the fourth image is close to. But if I was in this case, what I'm going to do, if I wanted to use this dog here, I'm going to produce multiple variations of the second. So I'm just going to go ahead, instead of upscaling just one, I can produce multiple variations of the second if I want more like the second. So that's just it with using this cartoon keyword. So I'm just going to be using another prompt now without that cartoon keyword there for you to be able to see the difference. So in this imagine prompts now, I'm just going to go ahead and paste that same keyword, and I'm going to take off the word cartoon. And once I take off the word cartoon, I'm going to click on enter. And now we see the results here is completely different. We did not put that cartoon keyword, but we gave the complete descriptions, and look at what we have. We see this color, this actually, the dogs here are more realistic, more complex to color, and that is the difference. This cartoon keyword is a superpower. So guys, if you know how to use this cartoon keyword so well, I don't know what has happened, it has disappeared, but you saw the image. I'm going to also put it here when I'm editing. So if you know how to use this cartoon keyword so well, guys, it's going to save you a lot of time. It can work for any niche. Even if you are producing animals, you want to produce kind of fruits, you want to produce anything, just put the cartoon. Then let me go back here, then you see what I'm talking about. Cartoon dog, the keyword that you want to produce, the element, the dog, or the banana, or the pineapple that you want to produce, cartoon, then dog. Then I'll have this other important one here. I'm going to link all this in the description so that I'm able to copy, or I'm going to put in a document so that you see everything clearly. Style of coloring book, vector lines, black and white. I think that with this, you're going to understand the difference between creating coloring books for kids and coloring books for adults. I think that there's no other thing I can share with you here again that is going to be above this. If you know how to use this, play around with it, make multiple variations, do it. You can use a free version of Midjourney to be able to learn how to do these things. And definitely, if you're interested in going in for creating coloring books for Amazon KDP as a serious person, you can take the paid plan. The basic plan is very affordable, guys. This is something that is going to help and save a lot of time. Instead of Canva like this right now, it's very easy for you to create your ebook. The first thing we're going to do is go ahead and click on create design. So once you click on create design, you have two options. It's either you are creating an A4 document or you are creating a custom design. Most of the time, using Amazon KDP, there's a specification that you need to fit in depending on the niche, depending on the book you are about to upload. So they're going to give you that specification, giving you the width and the height, and all you need to do is put in those values here. It's very simple. You just need to put in those values and get everything done. But for the sake of this tutorial, let's just go with an A4 document. So I'm going to go ahead now and click on create a design, and I'm going to choose A4 document. So once you click on A4 document, it's going to open for you a blank page. On this blank page here, the first thing we're going to be designing is a cover page. So what I need to do is go ahead and pick up a page. So this page was actually generated by Midjourney. This was designed by Midjourney. It actually looks good, but what I don't like about this design is the fact that Midjourney actually added some text here, which I'm going to take off. So I'm just going to go ahead and right click on this, and I'm going to set the image as background. So that's just the whole idea I used to be able to create my background images, especially with images that I generated on Midjourney with prompts. So the next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and click on elements. And on elements, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select a horizontal or maybe a square, something like that. So I like using this square here, this square that has some curved angles. So I'm just going to go ahead and insert this into the workspace. And once it is there, let me try to zoom in so that you see exactly what I'm doing. I'm going to take this up. The whole idea here is to cover this text. So I'm just going to go ahead and bring it down. And once it is this way, I'm going to go ahead now and change this color. But now I can insert text. And to insert text here, I just need to right click on text, and I choose maybe a heading. So the text I'm going to add here is Easter Yeah, so I have something like this. So basically, in your own case, you will go ahead and play with the cover page as you want. And I'm just trying to illustrate to you here what you can do if you actually generated your cover page from Midjourney. So once you're done with your coloring page, you can go ahead now and insert our designs from Midjourney, our interior pages. I'm just going to go ahead and search for rectangle frame. So once I search for rectangle frame, this option here, I really like using it because it has been working for me for some time now. I'm just going to go ahead and click on this and insert into our playground. And once this here, I'm going to navigate with it to the top, and I take it to an angle here. I try to expand it, so I increase it from this angle and I bring it down here. The whole idea, I just want something that is going to be around my design anytime I fit in into your page. So once I've done it this way, I'm going to go ahead and duplicate it. And once I duplicate it now, I'm just going to keep this first page blank like this. And on this second page now, I'm just going to go ahead and choose any upload. That's exactly the simple way that you do to insert your design. So I'm just going to choose from any of the random designs that I've been generating here to show you the process that if you're inserting to Canva, you can do. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on this. So in this case here, you discover that I did not follow the scaling for a particular A4 book. But what you can do now is this. Actually, this is not loading because I have some slow connection. Let me show you what you have to do. I just need to expand this until I see that red line. So if you look at what I've done here, I just drag on this bottom right angle here. I expand it until I see that red line there. And the next thing I need to do is hold from the bottom here, bottom center. So if you look at the bottom center, I bring it down as I'm going down until I feel that red line. So by default on Canva, once you're bringing it down, I reach a particular level, you see that red line. So look at our design now. It just feels good being inside of that frame, and that's exactly what I want. So the next thing I'm going to do now is go to the next page. I'll still duplicate this page, and once I'm here, I'm going to choose any other design. As I insert this here, I take it up. It's going to always land in the center. I take it to where I feel that square. So you just need, what I'm doing here, I'm right clicking. I just right click on the design and I take it up. So once I reach here, I come to the bottom right now. I drag it to the right until I feel that line again. And once I feel it from that angle, I take it down to the bottom until I feel the line. So these are simple steps that you need to follow to be able to insert your designs. And you need to just do this over and over for the rest of the designs, and I'm going to have it move. So guys, that's what I put together to share with you in this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed the video. And one thing I always encourage anybody watching my videos, because I've been through YouTube too, I use YouTube on a daily and I know what it means to watch a video that doesn't work. So I encourage you that everything I share with you on this channel, I will never share something that is not working to you. So guys, go ahead and implement, do what I've done here, do some kind of research to add to it, because I can never tell you everything completely in this video. So all you need to do is just do your research, find out what's important, anything that I've left out, add to it. You can feel free to also drop a comment on anything that you feel that I've not mentioned in this video, so that's going to help a large number of people, as you are also helping me watching these videos and giving this video a like. So I appreciate you all so much. In my previous video, the turn up was massive. So guys, please give this video likes, let the video go, so that reaches many people on our community is going to grow. So turn on notifications, make sure you turn on all notifications, because I'm going to be releasing more interesting tutorials like this. So if you want to know why okay so I think that if you want to know why my previous videos, like, it was too fast, the way I was recording, like I was kind of like very fast in recording. You know, with us small YouTubers, like personally like me, I'm trying to grow and I'm very serious about it. So I try not to waste your time. I want to go straight to the point, because I know what it means. Some people, they turn around with you just to get to watch us. I like to also give you the value, but in a very short period of time. So that's what I was hearing, not knowing that me hearing is going to be a problem to others. But I think that we're good. When any serial, this is Double Take. Ciao.